Invest! Invest! No, it ain't that kind of video. What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon here, and today I am revitalizing the series Let's Talk. Yes, there used to be a series of mine where I would talk about the current events of the Pokemon hobby, the TCG itself. I kind of got away from that, but today I'd like to go over a few, and by a few I mean 5 notable topics that are of relevance today with the hobby, just to give you my opinion and kind of connect more with the community. So leave a comment below letting me know what you think about any of these certain topics that we cover today. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you on that. This episode is not brought to you by C4 Ultimate. I am actually a Bang and Rain energy drink kind of guy, but I'm kind of liking the C4s. They have a lot of interesting flavors. They have like Skittles and Starburst and stuff. This is Fruit Punch, but I'm digging it. I'm kind of liking C4. Any energy drinkers out there? What do you drink? But like I said, today we're going to go through 5 topics. We're going to talk about graded card sales. We're going to talk about the Logan Paul Instagram first edition base set box break and how pathetic it was. We're going to talk about modern versus vintage and how it's dividing the community for whatever reason. We're going to talk about the eBay authenticity guarantee and my thoughts about that. And then we're going to finish off with the newest set coming out, the Pokémon Go TCG, the newest subset. I'm going to give you my opinion about the investability of that and the cards and so on and so forth. So let's get started with the graded card sales. The volume of graded card sales I have noticed seems to be going down. Now, I consider myself somewhat of an authority, you know, when it comes to like Pokemon card auctions.
And you will respect my authority.
And as someone who has been watching this market like a hawk for the past 6 years, I've noticed in the past couple weeks there has been a lot less Pokemon card sales for probably various reasons. For example, 2 weeks ago, the PWCC auction block had 2,935 total Pokemon cards for sale, or total auctions for sale. When you fast forward it to this coming week, there's almost half as many sales at 1,713 auctions. So that shows me that there are a whole lot less people obviously selling their cards. And it's not just PWCC, I see it on eBay a lot too. It used to take me like a half an hour to go through all the relevant eBay auctions for Pokemon. And just the other day, I got done with it in like 5 to 10 minutes. And I thought, holy cow, that went really quick today. And I just noticed that people aren't selling as much as they have been, obviously in the past like 1 to 2 years. At least for this week, maybe because it's summertime, people are making plans to go on vacation. They're not looking to sell their cards. Maybe it's the crappy economy. People, you know, just maybe deciding to hold onto their cards for a later time to get a better deal. I don't know. But I've just noticed that the volume of Pokemon card sales, particularly for the graded card market, has come down quite a bit this past week. All right, on to the Instagram Logan Paul first edition base set box break, which was originally supposed to be on his YouTube channel, but for some reason they switched it to Instagram. It was just awful. I didn't even watch it. Like I've watched his past 3. I watched his first 2 on YouTube that were great. It was so engaging. He had a lot of awesome pulls. There's a ton of people watching. Then he did one on Whatnot, and it was like, okay, yeah, it was, yeah. And then he did one more recently, I think in the past week, on Instagram, and it was awful. He had like Ken Golden beside him of Golden Auctions. It was like all backwards looking, and they were like doing the cards like this. It was just very sloppy. There was just almost no effort behind it whatsoever. And some of these people were paying $11,000, $12,000 per pack. And it was just an awful experience, especially when you compare it to the first 2 of his base set box break. It was extremely underwhelming. And I'm very glad that I didn't get a pack because I don't think anything significant was even pulled. It was a lot of the low tier base set holos. I'm not even sure there was a Blastoise or a Charizard pulled. So yeah, a lot of people got really screwed price-wise, which you're going into that at a disadvantage anyway, but at least you might hope that there'd be a Charizard in the box, but there wasn't even that. It was very ugly. I really hope he stops doing these because it's just, I don't know, it's very tired and people just really don't care anymore. What do y'all think? Did anybody watch that the whole way through on his Instagram? Let me know in the comments what you think. On to our third topic, modern versus vintage. This has been, for the past few weeks, like a battle in the community. I've seen content creators that are like, modern to the moon. And then I see other creators like, don't be investing in modern. So what's Top 10 Pokemon's take on the whole modern versus vintage? I think that both have their investable aspects. When you talk about modern, I don't necessarily believe sealed modern to the moon at all with a majority of it. When you talk about like the ultra premium collection box, I think that has a lot of potential. But I guess the definition of an investment is whenever you invest in something in hopes to later on make a return. I guess like the basics of investing. But for me, in Pokemon and collectibles, if you buy something and then you turn around and sell it 6 weeks later, 2 months later, that to me is flipping. Which you can make an argument is that was a good investment. You bought it, you sold it, you made $60 or whatever a couple months later. To me, that's flipping. That's not, when I think of investing in Pokemon, I think I'm gonna hold these cards, I'm gonna hold this box for at least 5 years, or maybe even 3 years, I don't know, 5, 10 years. It's more of a long-term thing in my mind. When I think of extremely short-term investing, I think of flipping, and I don't know, if you want to make a few bucks here and there flipping, that's great, but I am obviously more of a vintage guy. I believe in vintage sealed booster boxes. I believe in first edition PSA 10 slabs, low pop slabs. That's what I invest in. And in my opinion, modern plays its role with kids, with people getting into the hobby. But basically, modern is the lifeblood of Pokemon. That is what's bringing new blood into the hobby, new collectors, new investors in the short term and long term. That's what I believe like modern set cards do for the hobby. So yeah, I don't know why there's so much in the community with this topic, but that's my 2 cents about it. All right, I wanted to touch on eBay authenticity guarantee, and I actually have it pulled up here on my screen because when I first heard about this, I was like, ugh, like it's just more hands that my product has to go through, and it just seemed very unnecessary. But the more I'm looking into it, the more I actually kind of like it. It's almost like, it's pretty much like eBay is middlemaning these higher value cards for free. So it looks like if you sell an ungraded card for more than $250 or a graded card for more than $750, they want you to send it to eBay so they can make sure it's authentic, and then eBay kind of takes it from there. Which the more I think about it, seems like an awesome idea, especially as a seller. If I have a graded card, you know, all I gotta do is send it to eBay and they say, yep, that's a PSA slab, you know, check the cert or whatever they got to do. And then from there, it's up to them to get it to the buyer, and the buyer can't come back at me and say, oh, this isn't real, this isn't authentic. So I kind of like that peace of mind that, you know what, you got to deal with eBay about it. And supposedly it only takes a few days for them to get this and authenticate it and get it to the buyer. I don't know if that's actually how long it takes or if it takes a lot longer, but I like the idea of eBay giving both the buyer and the seller peace of mind, even though you got to kind of jump through a couple of extra hoops. I don't know. I feel like it's a good thing. The more I look into it, what do you think about the eBay authenticity guarantee? Yay or nay? And last up, we have the newest subset coming out, the Pokémon Go TCG. What do I think of the cards? I really like the Black Star promo Radiant Eevee. That card looks phenomenal. That might be a banger as far as like an investable card. I can't wait to see what kind of prices that card hits, and both raw and graded. And I'm also really feeling the Mewtwo V card. That's just Pokemon fan service done right. That is a bad A card right there. I love it. But a lot of other cards in this set are kind of like, yeah. And I just saw today a picture of the Radiant Charizard floating around. I'm not sure how legit it is. It just came out today. It looks pretty bad. Like, the design itself looks bad, and it looks like they swapped out the Radiant Heatran's background and just gave it a new color for the Charizard. I don't know. I really hope this isn't the Charizard Radiant card they're going with, because it looks pretty bad in my opinion. I'm not feeling it. What do y'all think of the Pokemon TCG set coming out? Do you think it's going to be a top tier set? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. I just wanted to talk casually about the market. I feel like I never do that. And a lot of you ask me all the time what I think about this and that. So I wanted to kind of make a video telling you where I stand and kind of get the juices flowing with the community. So let me know in the comments what you think of any of these topics. Thanks again for watching, folks. Give the video a like on your way out, and I will see you soon in my Auctions of the Week recap. Thanks. Thanks again.